Hi everyone, we are honored to be here today to present on network security at Sunway Bank. Our team consists of 4 members, which include Pong Zhe, Pong Shen Mi, Yi Junhui, and Luke Riman. In this presentation, we will provide an overview of Sunway Bank and discuss its security needs. We will also cover two types of external and internal network attacks with real-life examples, and explore the security controls, preventive, detective, and corrective that can be implemented to safeguard the bank operations. Let's begin with an overview of Sunway Banks and its security requirements. The overview of Sunway Bank. Sunway Bank is known for its innovative approach, especially in developing user-friendly mobile applications that prioritize customer satisfaction. As part of its expansion plan, the bank is opening 3 new branches in Penang, Pahang, and Sarawak to better serve this growing region's financial needs. The bank offers 2 main categories of service. Personal banking, which includes saving accounts, current accounts, fixed deposits, and personal loans aimed at meeting the financial needs of individual customers. Business banking designed to support small enterprise services like business loans, machine solution, cash management, and fraud protection. Sunway Bank also stands out for its personalized financial advisory service. The dedicated teams of advisors take time to understand each customer goals and provide tailored advice, which strengthens customer loyalty. However, with the growth of digital service comes increased risk. Cybersecurity has become a top priority for Sunway Bank, which is investing in robust security solutions to protect customer data and maintain trust. These include proactive measures to prevent cyber attacks and ensure regulatory compliance. In summary, Sunway Bank commitment to expanding its reach, offering comprehensive service, and safeguarding customer information, positioning it as a trust leader in Malaysian financial landscape.
Now we will be talking about security needs of Sunway Bank. It is important for Sunway to do regular backups. This could prevent or reduce data from being lost. Sunway Bank can have backup through multiple locations throughout their branches. This could ensure data to be recoverable in events of ransomware. This creates a system with redundancy to prevent a single point failure. So Sunway Bank can use VPNs to establish throughout all branches via a secure VPN tunnel. This would send communication through an encryption and decryption to reduce any chances of getting hacked. Also allows for staff to access the security network securely without any danger or anyone that could tamper with the signal and hack into the system. So VPN disguises their whereabouts, which makes it more secure and more safe. So Sunway Bank also can use multi-factor authentication. This is to prevent outsiders, even if they have the user's password, to not allow them to access it without the second password, also called a multi-factor authentication. This could prevent people from getting access even if they stole it from somewhere where they may have accidentally put their password in. So now we'll be talking about external network attacks. So these are attacks that happen outside of the organization. So there are 2 types of attack, which are active and passive. So in active situation, network exploits in which the attackers modify or alter the content, affecting system resources. It will bring harm to the victim, which the attackers can use passive attacks to gather information before launching a more aggressive strike. So this could be using passive and then active. So this attack seeks to disrupt and lock down the system, and this type of attacks can jeopardize their security and accessibility of the system. A forceful attack is more difficult to perform than a passive attack. So passive attack is a attacker observes the system data and monitors or used for specific purposes by a passive assault. This could be selling the data to other companies. So it has no effect on the system resources, and the data may remain unaltered. because passive attacks are carried out in secrecy, it is a challenge to identify the person that is hacking. So the goal of a passive assault is to obtain information or search for network weaknesses and open ports in the system.
Now I'll talk about two types of external network attacks on cyberbank. The first one is phishing attacks. Phishing is a type of cyber attacks where attackers send fraudulent emails or text messages with links to fake websites that impersonate legitimate source. Their sites often host malware or are designed to steal sensitive information such as login credentials or banking details. In 2021, a phishing campaign in Malaysia targeted bank customers using malicious apps like Made For You and PetSmall, which appeared legitimate but were created to steal users' banking credentials. If some bank were to experience a similar phishing attack, it could lead to serious customer trust issues, financial loss, and increased scrutiny from regulatory bodies, which may demand stricter complaints. Furthermore, the second threat is distributed denial of service, also called as DDoS attacks, where hackers flood a bank servers with traffic to disrupt online service. This type of attack can prevent customers from accessing essential services like account management or transaction. For example, in 2022, a DDoS attack affected Malaysia banks, causing widespread service outage. If some bank face a similar attack, it could lead to customer frustration, diminished trust, and potential customer loss as clients seek more secure banking options.
Hi everyone, I'm Junhui, and now I'm going to talk about the two types of internal network attacks that can be launched on Sunway Bank. The first one is social engineering attack fighting within the organization. Social engineering, known as malicious activity that is done by manipulating the victim psychologically and sending them fake communications in different ways such as emails and messages that fears the victim and causes them to do some security mistakes. This attack can be done through externally and internally. There are two ways to prevent this attack. Sunway Bank can conduct a cybersecurity awareness training for all their employees every twice a year to ensure all of them are aware and know how to identify social engineering attacks and what steps should be taken or how to report when they come to the situation. Besides, Sunway Bank can also install an anti-phishing or antivirus software in all their employees' devices that can automatically detect, delete, and report suspicious email and ensure the software is up to date by time to reduce the chances of success of social engineering attacks. Example of this attack is that an internal attacker is a part of Sunway Bank and can impersonate as an IT department worker and send fake email to another worker saying that someone have logged into their account. If it's not them, please click the link given to log into their account and reset their password. By using this way, the internal attacker can easily get the victim's login details, which are their username and password, once they click into the link and log into their account, which causes the insider attack gains the advantage of unauthorized login to the bank system. That might lead to serious damage to Sunway Bank system or even important data to be stolen. Second type of internal network attack is insider threat privilege abuse. This happens when an employee of the organization or someone in the organization that is given the authority to access to the system uses the power that is given to them to take out or breaches important and private data from the server for evil intentions or do something to the system that causes the system to crash or to be attacked. This is one of the most common internal threats that occurs among all, as individual that was given the authority may misuse it for many different reasons, such as personal gain, espionage the organization for competitor company, or even malicious intentions. Sunway Bank can prevent this to happen by implementing a system known as Role-Based Access Control (RBAC) that ensures there are a limited number of employees that are allowed to access to the database for their job roles. Besides, the system can also keep track and monitor the user behavior through User and Entity Behavior Analytics (UEAB), which helps the organization to detect suspicious activities that is done by anyone towards the database or even to the system. A Privileged Access Management (PAM) system is used to control the number of persons who can access the database or the system, and it enables insight into all permissions provided to sensitive systems and can grant just-in-time privilege to individuals performing database maintenance, which are automatically revoked after the work is completed. Example of situation is, in Sunway Bank there is a huge database that used to store all their customer data such as username, account details, transaction history, and more. And people in the position such as database administrator (DBA) are allowed to access to the database. If the people that is in that position or people who are given the authority to access the database misuse the authority such as stealing customers' private and confidential information and sell it on dark web, or use it to impersonate as the account owner, it will constitute a privilege abuse attack, and this will cause a huge damage towards the organization, not only towards the system and database but also their reputation and the trust that their customer had in them. This can also cause the bank to be charged for violations of data protection regulation such as Malaysia Personal Data Protection Act (PDPA).
On this slide, we will be talking about the controls against network attacks. There are three importance of implementing controls against the network attacks, and each of it has their own methods on addressing the attacks. The three controls will be the preventive control, detective control, and corrective control. First of all is the preventive control. The preventive control to be applied here is the firewall implementation. The following implementation acts as a barrier between Sunway Bank's internal network and external threats, and it blocks any unauthorized access, which ensures that only trusted sources can interact with the system. Moreover, through the implementation of firewall, it filters incoming data and information to detect any potential threats, which further increase the data protection and maintaining security of the internal network. For example, Sunway Bank could deploy an enterprise-grade next-generation firewall, also known as NGFW, at each of their branches. These NGFW will provide advanced solutions that include features such as deep packet inspection and application level filtering. Therefore, it blocks any unauthorized access and prevents any malicious traffic from entering the network. Up next will be the second control, which is the detective control. The detective control will be applied here is the intrusion detection system, also known as IDS. The IDS is used to monitor network traffic and system activities for any suspicious behaviors or any unauthorized access attempts from any sources. This will serve as a warning system that alerts the company. In case of any malicious occurrence, it will alert the security team department when a potential breach or attack is detected. This will allow the team to quickly react to the situation and solve them immediately. For example, Sunway Bank could implement a network-based IDS at each of their branches. This IDS could continuously analyze and monitor the traffic patterns for any signs of abnormal activities. This will include any malware infection or insider threat that could pose a significant threat. The last control will be the corrective control. The corrective control to be applied here is the backup and disaster recovery plan. This plan is designed to restore the system alongside with the data stored within. This will serve as a backup recovery plan that prevents Sunway Bank from losing any essential and crucial data and information. This also allows for Sunway Bank to recover and retrieve the data swiftly from an occurrence of a breach or system failure, which also reduces any potential data losses in the process. For example, Sunway Bank could implement a comprehensive and precise backup system for each of their branches. This will allow them to store data and information regularly, which also has the capability of encrypting data and store it in a much secure location. In case of any successful breach or attacks, where the files are stolen and acquired by intruders, The bank can restore its system and retrieve their data from these backups and prevent the attacks from the intruders, such as ransomware.
In conclusion, Sunny Bank must prioritize enhancing its network security, especially as the financial sector faces an increased variety of cyber threats. As a leading financial institution in Malaysia, it is vital to safeguard customers' data and financial information, ensuring the bank operation remains secret. This means that preventing cyber attack is essential, and Sunny Bank needs to continue assess and strengthen its cybersecurity infrastructure to mitigate risks. It is crucial for the bank to protect its against both external and internal threats. Regular security audits, staff training, and the adoption of advanced cybersecurity technology are key to maintaining a secret environment. Not only that, collaborating with IT cybersecurity experts and communicate with other banks to enhance security will also help minimize potential risks. Lastly, Sunway Bank's commitment to listen to customer feedback is essential. By valuing customer input, the bank can improve its service, foster strong relationships, and build customer loyalty. This will not only help Sunway Bank meet the evolving needs of its clients but also enhance its reputation as a reliable and scalable financial institution. And that wraps up our presentation. We truly appreciate your time and attention today.